The senator from Indiana.
Madam President, thank you. Madam President, yesterday, Senator Landrieu, chairman of the Homeland Security Appropriations Committee, and I, as ranking member, entered a colloquy into the record. And I would just like to explain briefly what it was we were attempting to do. This is essentially to clarify a provision regarding cybersecurity that is incorporated in the continuing resolution, which we will be taking up here shortly. I understand that there's some confusion, and there has been confusion over Section 137 as to whether or not this language that's now incorporated in the CR expands DHS authority or allows for implementation of a potential executive order pertaining to cybersecurity. The answer to that question is no, absolutely not. The provision is limited to funding improvements in the Federal Network Security Program, which provides security systems that monitor cyber attacks on federal government computer networks. And it helps enhance the protection for those existing networks that are in place. It's important that both the House and Senate Homeland Security Appropriations bills included this additional funding, and it's considered so critical it was added to the continuing resolution so that this implementation can continue without interruption. And it does so because these networks are constantly under attack by individuals and groups and others that could cause real problems and real harm to our country. So let me just be very clear what the colloquy and what the language that has been agreed on a bipartisan basis and what the colloquy said. This provision does not intrude upon authorizer's jurisdiction. This provision does not have anything to do with the regulation of private sector infrastructure. DHS has confirmed that in writing, and this provision does not enable a new executive order in any way. I would be the first to object to this language if that was the case, and I believe that we have now remedied any confusion that might exist over that particular language. I'm hopeful, even though we were not able to ultimately pass and incorporate a workable cyber protection language, that we can continue to do so. I want to thank the chair of the Homeland Security Appropriations Committee, Senator Landrieu, for joining me in clarifying this important provision included in the continuing resolution. And with that, I want to thank my colleague from Rhode Island for allowing me the time to insert this, and unfortunately his good presentation was interrupted by that, but I thank my colleague for the time to clarify that. With that, I yield to my colleague.
Madam President.
The senator from Rhode Island.
I'm very happy to allow my